wrestling has more than one era, bro. Like, why are y'all so focused on the Attitude Era? It's not coming back. It's gone. Say goodbye. Come back to the channel. I know y'all liking the new mic setup. You know, it's really not a new setup. I just got, you know, the extend. Me personally, it's more fitting and suitable for my type of content, as well as if I want to record and yada yada yada, all that. So the focus of today's video will be the Attitude Era. Now, of course, a lot of people have been saying, oh, the Attitude Era is coming back. Oh, The Rock is cussing. Oh, Cody Rhodes is bleeding. Shawn Michaels is having a great time with the risque content on NXT. There's a lot of things and a lot of aspects that, in current day wrestling, does relate back to, in some sense or form, the Attitude Era. However, with that being stated, that era is gone. It's never coming back, and here's why. First reason, sponsors. Now, when it comes to sponsorships, if you're not in the know, let me break it down for you. One company gives another company typically a large sum or some portion of money to advertise them, and they are branded as their sponsor, isn't it? Typically within the agreement and all the proceedings, they are met with some rules and regulations. Now, maybe they can't carry themselves in a certain way in terms of the company. Maybe they have to maintain their reputation in a certain light that is more, let's say, redeemable or not troublesome. I'll put it like that. Think about it. Let's say the Playboy channel. I don't even know if that's still around. But let's say the Playboy channel, right? Let's say they had an advertisement come on and they said, this is brought to you by Sesame Street. Well, that's not good business, is it? Now, in terms of Slim Jim, because we did see this back in the Royal Rumble, during the whole Vince McMahon dilemma, it was decided that Slim Jim was going to pull all their content because they didn't like the reputation that WWE was currently, or at that time rather, presenting to the public. You know, they didn't take action with Vince immediately. You know, it wasn't a little bit of a drag, but it wasn't too immediate. And that's understandable. If you're associated with the wrong crowd, you'll turn other people away. So that is the case scenario. Reason number 2, risk of injury. Now, the Attitude Era was a wild time. You know, you had Mankind flying off the Hell in a Cell, you had thumbtacks, you had all types of weapons, and it was a risky time. You know, it was a risky time. I mean, Undertaker hanged a man. And even though WWE, in some aspects, is still pretty extreme, you know, it's not something that is a PG product. You know, I'd probably say like PG-13. And then in the third and final reason, societal standards. Now, this can go alongside with the sponsorship reasons, but it's a little bit different. So, in today's society, compared to what it was in the 90s, things are a lot more cancelable. In the Attitude Era, we had bra and panty matches. We had all types of things from Triple H drugging Stephanie McMahon and, you know, doing things with her, to Stone Cold Steve Austin basically taking out the whole entire McMahon family, to the Undertaker nearly sacrificing and killing a lot of people. So honestly, you got your risk. There's certain things that just don't fly well within this era of wrestling that we're in currently. This is the media era. I think that's what they classify as, the media era or social media era. Either way, it's a fair era. You know, it's pretty fair. It has its good and bad. In terms of societal standards, you have to understand that there's certain things that won't fly today that did fly back then, and vice versa. You know, there's well, actually, I don't really know what wouldn't fly in the Attitude Era. I remember when people were freaking out when Alexa Bliss was doing the thing with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and then she had like this weird segment where she had like the pentagram on the floor and she was saying something with the book, I think, or she was just like doing some type of weird scene, and then people were just like, whoa, that's too far, that's too far. Now, in the Attitude Era, that would have definitely been plausible. You know, they would have been like, whoa, this is cool, this is awesome. Not saying that it is. Let's get that correct. Saying there is a difference between the changing of times. There's a difference from what it was in the 90s versus the 2020s. And that's all there is to it, man. Just things change. People grow. That's just life. It's always ever changing. So Attitude Era is never coming back. Never. But you can enjoy today's era with a little bit more spice, you know? I mean, The Rock just beat the living shit out of Cody Rhodes. You got more profanity in wrestling now. There are so many extreme moments. The wrestling is great. I mean, what can we say? The blood is increased. I mean, hey, it's a wonderful time to be a wrestling fan. So that's it for that portion of the video. Now, just to talk to you and have like a little one-on-one conversation, we recently on the TRA Rebel Artistry page, we uploaded a whole entire video of us going to the Barclays and actually watching The Rock and Roman in that sold-out event. I'm gonna be real with you, they beat the living dog shit out of Cody. So if you like tune into that video, it's gonna be linked either in the promo card, probably somewhere up here, or it's gonna just be in the description, probably both, so you can definitely go check that out. I just dropped another music video, so that's gonna also be in the description below. So you got quite a few things to look at. You can go to my page and look at the other channels, yada yada yada. But until the next time, y'all take care and enjoy your day, morning, evening, night, wherever you at. Peace.
Baby girl awesome, it ain't capping the slightest. She take actors to be like I'm Midas. When we walk in the room, we the brightest. Different topics, but I'm steady vibing. In the mud, but I better stay striving. With the family, I'll always be thriving. Creepy sets, but I cannot quit climbing. Know your circle before we set tight.